Hello and welcome back to Bunnex Investment Group. So in this video, I'm going to break down how I got to book 540 pips on these two pairs, which are Euro NZD and Euro CHF. So these are the trades. This is the trade on Euro NZD, actually entered at 1.5738 and exited today at around 1.6240. which is around 340 pips. Then the other trade is Euro CHF, which actually got around 200 pips. So in total, I had around 540 pips, and I'm going to break down how I got to make entries on these two pairs. So let's jump over the charts to see how it all happened. So the first one was Euro CHF. On Euro CHF, I did not actually make a lot of analysis. It was a mere follow of the Portal FX indicator, which is the latest indicator that we've developed. And on that, it actually gave me a buy signal. After giving me this buy signal, I had to just check where I was in the cycle to discover that I was actually in the level 2 initiation, right? So entry was actually made. Let me zoom in. Entry was actually made. This signal fired, and it was a valid because 250 EMA cross was on this day, and after usually it fires at candle closure above the 13 like that, and the market consolidated for days. But knowing that I was now working for the level 2 and 3, I had to hold this trade. So I pulled through this whole consolidation up to the third level, and at the third level at around around this point, that is where I made my exit. So that is how I actually got my Euro CHF trade. It was not much of analysis, but rather following of the Portal FX indicator. It's actually a very good indicator which simplifies how you trade, and as well as for those who do not have enough time to be in front of their charts, it will definitely help you. Then on Euro against NZD, there was a little bit of some analysis that was done. To start off, as I always do, we actually start on the higher time frame, right? So on this higher time frame, I actually saw that the H4 time frame had completed its cycle. As you all know that I use the market maker method, which involves the counting of levels, the recognition of impulsive moves up and down, and so forth. So the H4 was actually my starting point where I saw these moves. So let me count the levels and show you how I saw completion of the cycle on this pair. So we had the first level, right? It was actually the first week of drop. This is basically using the period separator method. So we had the first level drop, then we had the second impulse that actually started mid this one and ended mid the next one, right? Then we had a very strong rally, which was a very fast moving drop, or a very fast level that was issued. That was the third level, like that. So after 3 levels of rise or 3 levels of drop, we expect to see a reset, right? Usually reset actually follows or occurs at the previous order block, right? So in this case, we had 1, 2, 3 going to the downside. So my next thing, or my next assumption, was now to look at where we can get a reversal setup. I only need 2 levels actually within I only need 2 legs within the same order block. So the order block of interest was this one, and the market actually came back to retest the same zone like that. So that is how I actually made my entry, which is Euro NZD. As you can see, this is now the H4. When this part was issued, that is when I actually entered the market. So it wasn't easy to actually hold that trade, because as you can see from this part where I had entered the market, we can see that the market came back at this same zone. So this same zone was actually spine chilling, because you would think the market is now reversing against you. But if you have patience and discipline to know and understand that your risk management is in place, you may hold your trade for a longer period. So going on the H1 time frame, this is how I got to hold that trade. So we had the first push, the second push. Unfortunately, the market gave us or killed off the second level like that. So after killing off the second level, I actually assumed that we now have 1 consolidation, 2 consolidation, and this is now the third level. That is how I was seeing these levels going upwards. So we had the first rise, then all this was all consolidation, then the second rise, then all these were also consolidation, and then we had the third rise like that. So this rise on this third level, that is when I decided to close off my trade and now wait for a possible reset point to give me probably another cycle towards the H4 reset point, as we have seen that the H4 has completed its cycle. So that is how I managed to get my entry on Euro against NZD. So if you are facing challenges and difficulties, we all know that trading is very, very difficult sometimes, and you may get winning trades here and there, but you need something that will give you the same entry points over and over again, something that doesn't deviate from the trading plan. You may as well check out our Portal FX indicator. I'll leave the link down below so that you may learn more about the indicator. It actually helps. I've proven it not only by myself but by several traders who have attained it. This indicator is actually going for $100. It's not for free. We actually invested a lot of resources in coming up with it. On that note, we come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Are you struggling to make profits consistently in Forex trading? If yes, try out our Portal FX indicator that shows you when to buy and when to sell and sends these signals directly to your phone. This indicator does not repaint and bases on the institutional M15 cycle. Simplify your trading by getting your copy for only $100 today. Powered by Bunnex Investment Group.